I hereby summon ChatGPT. And on top of that, the way you train does encompass the way you look. Hello there, welcome back to my video. I'm going to be going through some common gym sins that we see on a regular basis. And for that, I'm going to utilize ChatGPT to give me some questions that are commonly asked when it comes to forms and technique. I hereby summon ChatGPT. Is it ChatGPT or ChatGPT? ChatGPT. I feel like ChatGPT rolls off the tongue better. But who am I? First question, how do I know if my form is correct? From my opinion, I think the only way you can actually know if your form is correct is if you have a good, well-rounded coach that knows how to perform that specific lift or exercise that you're trying to carry out, or sometimes by watching a fitness coach on a video and basically trying to mirror that exact movement. That could be one way if you know if you're doing it correct or not. Another way to gauge if you're doing it with the right form is to visualize if the muscles that are meant to be targeted in that movement are actually switched on for you. Meaning, if I'm doing bicep curls, do I feel my biceps working in that exercise? We have 4 questions here, and the second one says, why is form and technique more important than the weight? Well, kiddo, the reason why form is more important than the weight you lift is because if you lift with a bad form and you carry heavy load in that position, you can place yourself more at a greater risk of getting injured. And on top of that, the way you train does encompass the way you look. So if you train and you're doing, let's say, back rows with the wrong position, your body adapts more so into that position because it deems it as a safe position for yourself. This is why there is that derived myth that if you lift weight, you become more stiffer. Whilst there can be some truth in that, it is because people don't take themselves through deep ranges of motion when they carry out certain movements and lifts. And so your body adapts in that range that you train it in. Question number 3, is bad form dangerous? Now that goes with question number 2, like I said, if you train in that position for a long period of time, your body will adapt in that position. And if you're lifting weights with bad form, you place yourself at a greater risk of getting injured. That answers that third one. Question number 4, should I record myself to check my technique? Yes, this can be a great tool to record yourself. Of course, we are blessed with the age of the mobile phones. Make sure you don't have people in the background and you are at a gym that is appropriate for you to do video recording. But it can be a great use of a tool to break down your technique to make it better. Here are some common mistakes that I come across when I see people performing bad forms. One is having a rounded back for doing specific exercises like squats, deadlifts, back rows, you name it. For the most part, depending on what lift you do, you want to make sure your spine is at a neutral position. Second one is knees caving in when you're doing, let's say, lunges or squats. Make sure your knees are in the position of your hips. For the most part, if you're doing a lunge, you want your knees to be at a vertical position parallel to where your hip is positioned. And if you're doing squats, for the most part, you want your knees to be driving slightly outwards and in track with your foot. Performing partial reps. So I see people bench pressing. At times I'm like, oh, that's a very impressive weight. And then they go ahead and give me baby reps, barely getting the bar onto their chest. Now, unless you're doing some kind of performance-specific training, then I don't know why you're doing half reps. You get more benefits from taking yourself through deeper ranges of motion, such as promoting muscle hypertrophy and improving your flexibility and mobility. And the fourth one is performing momentum reps. So these are like cheat reps. So if you're doing bicep curls and you're swinging your hips to perform the rep, that's a cheat rep. There are times when this can be beneficial if you're just trying to complete the eccentric portion of a lift, then sure, that's fine. But for the most part, you're just wasting your time during these half reps. Just lower the weight down and perform the full range of motion. Okay, I'm done having a go now. Here are some tips that you can take to improve your form and technique. Use a mirror when you're doing certain exercises. Of course, if it is safe for you to be looking and doing the exercise. If you're doing a deadlift, I don't want you really staring at the mirror. But if you're doing, let's say, a lunge, it's good to stare at the mirror just so you can watch if your knees are tracking perfectly fine. Take away ego lifting. Lower the weights down and perform the reps through a controlled range of motion. Tip 3, take yourself through tempo speed. That could mean a 4-2-2 range. 4 seconds when it comes to the eccentrics, that's the stretching portion of the muscle. Then a 2 second during the isometric, so that transition phase from the eccentric to the concentric, and then 2 seconds in the concentric range. You get what I'm saying? I hope so. Tip 4, You can practice with your body weight or bands, because bands are relatively more safer than doing with free weights. And you can't really go wrong when it comes to movement with your body weight, because it is your body weight. Tip number 5, this is the expensive one. If you can afford it, get a coach that can watch your form and help you out. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you got some benefit from this, leave a comment below and like and subscribe. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace. Well, kiddo. I can't even get my foot up.